Hey, what's up, buddy? Can you hear me? Hey, what's up, buddy? Can you hear me? Oh, I gotta mute that. Hey, what's up? How are you, man? Awesome. Cool. All right. This is my first live stream, so I appreciate a couple of you hopping on early. Dave, you got your vino with you, buddy? Thanks, Rookie Garage. PC's here. All right, buddy. Just refilled. Yeah, I've got a glass of grape juice right here, so. Hey, Peter, how are you, man? Thanks for jumping in. Let's see, we got 9 people on here already. Happy Sunday night to everybody. Weekend went fast. Oh, am I kidding you about what? That the weekend went fast? Yeah, it was an awesome Saturday, Peter. Someone got a new steering wheel in their Z06. Yeah, so I think that video with steering wheel in Peter's car, I'm going to try to get that out Wednesday or Friday. So I'm not sure which day that one's going to come. Usually I like to put out a video during the middle of the week and then another video on the weekend, either Friday or Saturday night. I just got back a couple hours ago from filming a video with Justin from Horsepower Obsessed. We met up at Click Lewis Chevrolet out in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So we filmed a couple videos today. We had the keys to a couple cool cars. So you guys have to stay tuned to my channel and of course Justin's channel so you can see what we were up to. Hey, what's up, Project 30? Struggling with a video week. I know, man. It's crazy. It's hard to do sometimes. You just got to get out there and get it done. What's in the C5 parts box? Hey, what's up? How are you, Pete? Yeah, so I was just telling everybody we filmed the video. Justin, Horsepower Obsessed, and I filmed a video today. Actually, we filmed a couple of videos up at Click Lewis. What's the temp in the Team 512 garage? Oh, 22 up there. That was 42. Actually, it got up to 46 earlier today. It's probably in the low 40s right now. In the garage, I'm saying mid 60s. That's pretty nice here in the Team 512 garage. But we filmed the video up at Click Lewis Chevrolet. If anybody that's on this live stream right now is looking for a C7 Corvette, they have 4 C7s left, and they have an awesome yellow Grand Sport with yellow calipers. It's a 2LT. The thing is awesome. It's a really cool car. They're selling that thing for $60,000 right now. Brand new 2019 yellow Grand Sport. So if you guys are interested, I'm gonna leave contact information for Mike at Click Lewis in the video coming up this week, the one that we filmed up there. You guys need to reach out to Mike there, and man, it is a really cool car. And it's a manual too. It's a 7-speed, so it's very cool. Yeah, it has Dave's name all over it. Any manuals at Click Lewis? Yeah, so that yellow Grand Sport is a manual. So they have 2 Grand Sports, new Grand Sports. They have 1 new Stingray and 1 used Stingray, and that's it. And I think one of the Grand Sports was an auto, the other was a manual, and I don't know what the other 2 Stingrays were. But it's amazing, you guys, watching these cars go. This is your last chance to get a front engine Corvette. It's crazy to think about after all these years. You know, so I don't know if anybody's on this live stream that's interested in picking up a C7, but I don't know. And I don't know if you guys are watching the prices and watching the velocity that these things are moving right now. It's pretty insane. So before I get started with actually choosing and selecting the winner, and I'm going to go through the process a little bit with you guys, just so you know how we're sell the Audi and the C5 and get a C8. All right, so I've got a question coming up that I'm going to want some feedback from you guys on. But before we get there, the first thing I want to say to everybody is just a huge thank you. I started this giveaway contest. Hey, how are you, Jim? Back in November, actually Thanksgiving weekend, this went live. Your wife really needs a C8. Yeah, yeah, she definitely needs a C8. One that I have the keys for and I can drive all the time. I like that plan. So this contest went live back in November, Thanksgiving weekend. I had like 500 subs at that point in time, and I figured I'd give away a pair of sunglasses and see if anybody would be interested. And we have 1,130 subs right now. Just did a brake pad change on my C7. Your video is so much help. Great job. Awesome, man. That's great. I'm so glad I could help. Scott, let me get those glasses. Hey, man, hang in there. A couple more minutes. We're going to do the giveaway. But anyway, what I was trying to get to was just a huge thank you to all my subscribers. I really, really appreciate you guys subbing to the channel and for all the support, because this is difficult. Like someone commented here earlier, Project Dirty was saying it's really difficult to sometimes get a video out a week, let alone 2 videos out a week. When you guys send me messages, email me, and you put comments in my videos, I got to tell you, it gives me the kick to keep on going and keep on doing these videos. So I really appreciate all the comments and all the interactions. You guys are the best. We're at 1,130 subscribers right now, and I said in my last video that this channel is just as much about you as it is about me. So I want the interaction. I want you to feel like you can shoot me an email. Hey, Maddie, what's up, buddy? I want you to feel like you can shoot me an email and comment ideas and that sort of thing, and we can grow this channel together. So I just wanted to make sure I had a chance to say that before we get started with the giveaway. I'm also going to throw out a question here. First came to your channel. That's right, on the C5 visor install. Was struggling with it. Your video helped a lot. Awesome, Todd. That was my second like real video that I did on YouTube. And, I was still kind of a newbie with this, and I could have shown more of the steps, but I didn't. And I've had a lot of comments since then about, hey man, show more of the steps. So I've been trying to get really good camera angles, really good lighting for all of you. So if you want to replicate this job yourself, save a couple bucks from the dealer, that you can really see how to get this work done. Question, why the 512 area code? Awesome. I'm glad you asked that. So I've been asked this a couple times already, and I'll just throw this out there so you guys know where the 512 came from. This back here and this on my shirt. This actually has nothing to do with my area code, and I didn't even think about the whole area code thing when I came up. Hey Jim, how are you? With this idea for the channel, this Team 512, and 69 was too long. Exactly. So 512 is really just a play on my kids' birthdays and my wife's birthday. So my kids both have their birthday on the 5th of a month, and my wife has her birthday on the 12th of a month, hence the 512. So it's not an area code thing. So yeah, 420 is a dead giveaway. That's right. I'm going to take a look at these comments real quick before I go any further. But I also want to throw out a trivia question for you guys. I don't know if you've seen some of my Corvette trivia videos that I've done. The last one I did was with Horsepower Obsessed. So I'm going to choose a question right here that I have from that video, and the first person to answer it correctly will get a virtual high five. How's that sound? Okay, what is the one part that is carried over from the C7 to the C8 Corvette? There was only one part carried over to the C8 Corvette. Who knows what that is? Hey Justin, how are you, man? Let's see. We have, that's right, Gary, family is everything. 100%, man. Maddie's Garage says door latches. Yes, you are correct. It is the door latch. The door latch, only one piece, one part carried over from the C8 or from the C7 to the C8, and it's the door latch. Everything else from the ground up. All right, cool. You guys want another, one more trivia question? How about that? Gary, door latch, you are correct, sir. What was the internal nickname of the C5 fixed roof coupe? What did they call that thing when they were designing and building the FRC? Sasquatch. No, but that's great. Billy Bob is correct. Horsepower obsessed, got it. Billy Bob. Yellow vet, Billy Bob. Yeah, economy vet. That was right. I mean, honestly, what they were trying to do was they were trying to make a cheap Corvette, a less expensive Corvette, and it didn't fly with the executives at Chevy at the time. They said, no, we're not going to make a cheap Corvette. So they sold it as a performance Corvette because they realized that everything was about 14% stiffer with the hardtop bonded to the convertible body. And so they all have the Z51 package on them. I have one sitting over here. You guys want to see the FRC sitting right over there? I know I've got to do more videos with the C5. I get crap about that all the time. I have one planned out and I got to get it done. So there will be a C5 video coming soon. How's the front of the C5 looking after Yellow Vet took it off-roading? Yeah, so you know what I think we're going to do, Todd? I think Yellow Vet is going to come over here and we're going to destroy that stump one of these days. We're going to take a chainsaw, a blowtorch, something. We got to get rid of the stump because the stump is still out there. Needs more red on it. I agree. Yeah, definitely. My C5 is a manual C5. Yep, and I had the transmission completely rebuilt. And I put a new clutch in it the month before I started my YouTube channel. So I wish I would have filmed that, but I might have somebody here that needs a clutch in their C5 that I might actually do in the Team 512 garage in the coming weeks here. It's the video that I've always wanted to do. It was the one that I should have done when I started my channel and I didn't, but I'll do it one of these days. Thanks, Jim, I appreciate it. Yeah, C7 comp seats in red would be awesome in the C7. Yeah, I'm a little goofy with the black and red, as you guys can see there. And the garage is starting to become more black and red, so we got to keep that going for sure. All right, so let's talk about the sunglass giveaway here so we can get to it and you guys can get on with your life instead of hanging out on YouTube with me all evening. M80's on the stump, sounds good. So here's a few things about the contest that I want to throw out there. I already said when I started the contest back in November, we had 500 subs on the channel. Now we have 1,130, which is awesome. Thank you again to all of you. I barred any family members from entering, so there are no family members entered into the contest. But there are a few YouTubers that are entered. I told them it's open, anybody can enter. The winner is going to be chosen at random. I have no idea who it is. I'll show you exactly how we're going to choose the winner coming up here. Let's see. The winner. Okay, so I'm really hoping that the winner is on this live stream. We have 33 people on this live stream right now. I hope one of them is the winner because I'd love to have some interaction on this live stream. So if you are on this live stream or you're going to watch this later, you have 24 hours to respond. So I am literally going to send an email after I shut down this live stream to the winning email address telling you you just won, and that you have 24 hours to respond back with an address in the lower 48 states and a screenshot showing that you are in fact a subscriber of the Team 512 channel. So you have to show proof. If I don't hear from you in the next 24 hours, then I'm going to select another winner at random using the same, I want those glasses, yeah. They're cool glasses, you guys wanna see them? So if I don't get a response within 24 hours, then I am going to choose another winner at random using the same methodology, same approach, and email that individual. Peter says, you know how many entries were made? I do. There were 104 entries made. Actually, 102, because 2 of them are my email addresses. So if I hit the randomizer button and my email address comes up, I overwrote it and it says try again or something. So then I'll hit the randomizer again. So these are the Oakleys right here. They've never been worn until now. Okay, they're on my face. So you get a little bit of Team 512 DNA on there somewhere. No, They're very clean. They're very brand new. As you guys can see, the lenses look perfect. They've been out of the box a couple times so that I could do a couple videos and also a couple photo shoots with them. And yeah, they're great. They're great sunglasses. They are the non-polarized version of the Holbrooks. And I don't wear polarized sunglasses because I can't see the heads-up display in my cars with polarized sunglasses. So, you know, yeah, Todd, never been worn, puts them on. I had to try them on. They fit real nice. There was a part of me that was hoping that I didn't get 1,000 so I could just keep them, but no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm glad. So they're going back in the box. So they are out for the last time and they're back in the box. And I will put them in a larger box. And tomorrow, if I hear from you tonight, I'm actually going to just take them to UPS tomorrow and ship them out to you. So there you go. So let me show you guys the methodology here. What I did was I exported all of the email addresses into Ken. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it, man. So I exported all of the email addresses into I exported all the email addresses, imported them into Excel. Sorry, I'm trying to read some of the comments coming up here. Imported them into Excel, and then I'm using a formula that will randomly choose. Okay, so yeah, depreciation on the sunglasses. Yeah, no polarized sunglasses for vet drivers that use HUD. Exactly. All right, guys. So let me just show you this real quick. This is the Excel spreadsheet. There are 3 tabs. This tab just has some notes on it for tonight that I was using. This is the sheet that actually has the formula in this cell right here, and it's set on my email address. And this tab right here, which I will not open, has all of the subscribers to the email, all of their names and email addresses. I value your privacy just like I hope you guys value my privacy. So I'm not going to open up that tab and show you everyone's name and email address. You just got to believe me that it's all there. So you and Yellow Vet with these engineering Excel sheets. Yeah, exactly. So this tab has everyone's name and email address on it. Again, I'm not going to open it up. You just got to trust me that they're all there. This button here says calculate now. When I click that button right there, this name, this email address that is mine will change to the winner. So the next random person up on the randomizer will be the winner of the sunglasses. So you guys ready? Should we do this now? I need to hear something or see something. You guys ready to do this? Yes? No? Heck yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes, let's do it. Let's go. Do it. All right, that's enough. Okay, can you guys see the screen okay? Because now I can't see you guys. All right, so here comes the winner. I'm gonna click calculate now, and we'll see who won the sunglasses. 3, 2, 1. W. Wolseley at sbcglobal.net. Are you on this live stream right now? Everybody's gonna bail, right? If you didn't win, you're bailing. That's okay. W Wolseley at sbcglobal.net. Congratulations. You won the sunglasses. These are all yours. Not here, pick another name. No, we're going to give W. Wolseley at sbcglobal.net. We're going to give that individual 24 hours. Oh, there he is. Hey, you're on. Cool. Congratulations, man. You won the sunglasses. Yeah, he's here. That's awesome. Congratulations again. I was so hoping that whoever was going to win was going to be on the live stream. This makes it so much more fun. And I'm just going to throw this out here to you guys before everybody starts bailing on the live stream. I actually might be giving away another pair of these sunglasses. I just, well, right before this live stream, I was in contact with somebody that might want to help out with a giveaway here, and he said he can get Oakley's for me, possibly for a giveaway. So more information on that coming soon, but I would love to give away another pair of Oakleys. So to the winner of these, please shoot me an email, and when I'm done here, I'll email you back, or I'll shoot you an email. Actually, you know what? I told you I'd shoot you an email. I'll send you an email, and just send me your address back where you want them shipped, and take a screenshot so I can see that you're love your channel. Keep up the great info. Hoping to get my C8 soon. Awesome, and congrats to you for these new sunglasses. That's awesome, man. Next giveaway, do the old fishbowl. Yeah, we could do that. That sounds fun. Lower 48, fine print I missed. Yeah, so somebody messaged me the other day. So if you're from Canada, here was my response. Somebody messaged me the other day and said, "Hey man, what's up? Why not, why not love for Canada?" I've got a lot of love for Canada. This was my first giveaway, so I wanted to kind of keep it simple, keep any shipping charges at a minimum, and also any kind of like legal exposure to the country that I live in. But again, this is my first time. I wanted to do this and see how it goes, and then we can open it up to Canada. I'm sorry, that was not an intentional diss on anybody who's living north above the border. I love everybody. I love you guys. You're great. So there you have it. There's the sunglass winner. I'm going to shoot you an email. And if anybody has any questions before I go, or want to say anything before I go, this would be the time to do it. I'm not even caught up on some of the comments here. Yeah, so get sun 1 month of the year too. Yeah. I think that might be it. We're winding down here. Does anybody want another trivia question? You're welcome. You're welcome, Brink of Speed, definitely. Let's see. Hey man, love the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Horsepower Obsessed says Porsche or Porsche. How do you read that, guys? Yeah, Horsepower Obsessed and I filmed a video today with a Porsche. Porsche. So stay tuned to my channel and his channel so that you can see how that one turned out. Let's see, get an MGW for your C5. I'm actually thinking about getting an MGW for the C7. Brink of Speed says Porsche. There you go. Bill A says Shah. When is the next Corvette meet? April 4th, you guys. I should have mentioned that in the beginning of the video. April 4th, we're going to be at Jimmy's American Grill in Bordentown, New Jersey. This is the third time Yellow Vet 04 and I are co-hosting an event. The first time was the beginning in the spring of last year. We had about 30 Corvettes. Then we did another one in the fall of last year. We had about 80 Corvettes. We're trying to push over 100 Corvettes on April 4th. So if you guys are in the area, please come on out. I'd love to meet everybody in person, and I'm sure Yellow Vet 04 would love to meet you in person. And I think Horsepower Obsessed will be there. Maddie will be there. And Peter Carey will be there. Let's see, who else will be there? Anybody else going to be there? JT will probably be there. Yeah, Horsepower Obsessed says he'll be there, so he'll be there for sure. Let's see. Talk to that person doing the clutch in the C5, in the Team 5. Yes, we're working on that. That would be awesome. Yeah, I had. So here's an admission to everybody on this channel. I actually had. I had a couple Mustangs actually, but my last Mustang I had was a Cobra, and it had an MGW in it, and it was freaking awesome. So I'm thinking about doing the MGW in the C7, and there may be another famous C7 with an MGW install coming real soon. And that person is on this live stream, and if they want to share that, they can. Otherwise, you'll just have to wait for a couple weeks. Let's see. The next Corvette's at Carlisle, Greg says. Yep. And we're going to have, I think, some special announcements coming up for the Corvettes at Carlisle meet in August. But we're going to save that for the summertime. Is Bordentown in South Jersey? I don't know. What do you consider that? No, I think it's like the middle of the state, isn't it? It's about 40 minutes east of Philadelphia, I can tell you that much. And HPO, Horsepower Obsessed, say we may be doing something with the MGW soon. Quite possibly. Yeah, let's see. We have a Corvette show in South Dakota in July. I'll be doing a video for sure. Awesome, man. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see the scene in South Dakota. Yellow Vet says it's in South Jersey. I don't know. I don't know Jersey very well, but Yellow Vet does, and so does Maddie, and so does PC, and probably a few other folks here. Sorry, I'm looking over on my other screen here at some of the comments so I can make sure I'm addressing everything. So Peter Carey says he'll be there with about 7 or 8 club members. Yeah, guys, I think we're going to have over 100 Corvettes at this show. It's blowing up on Facebook. We have a lot of interest. I know we can accommodate everybody. There's the main lot that holds like 110 cars, and then there's a huge lot that's adjacent that will hold a ton of cars too. So yeah, April 4th, we're starting at 11 a.m. Jimmy's American Grill in Bordentown, New Jersey, and a lot of us are going to be there, so it's going to be fun. That's 60 miles from me. I'll be there. Awesome, Bill. Would love to meet you. Make sure you come up and say hi, okay, ma'am? Corvette shows are awesome. Lecovet, yeah, man, they're the best. they're the best. And the cool thing about the Jimmy's meetup is it's low pressure. It's a totally chill hang. You know, it's not a car show, so there's no awards being given. They have a nice restaurant, a nice bar, good drinks. Keep the C5 videos coming. Jim, they are. I have a lot of plans for C5 content. I'm waiting for the weather to get a little bit better out here. It's a lot easier to shoot videos when I can open up the doors and be outside more. But I've got some really cool C5 stuff planned. So definitely. And hey, Jim, and feel free to shoot me an email, team512garage@gmail.com. If you have ideas on things you might want to see with the C5, I'd love to hear some ideas. Only 519 miles. So, you know, if you averaged 100 miles an hour, you could be there in 5 hours. That's not too bad, right? Peter N says, is there a rain date? So typically what we did in the past was we kept Sunday as the rain date. We haven't officially announced that, but we would probably do Sunday as the rain date. We have to check with the restaurant, make sure they're cool with that. Usually they're okay. So I would say that Sunday would be the rain date. Let's see, anything else here, you guys? So what C8 color was named after a Greek god? I'm gonna throw that out there, see if anybody can answer that. The first one gets a virtual high five from me. What C8 color was named after a Greek god? Zeus Bronze. Way to go, Greg. Here comes your virtual high five. Zeus Bronze, yes. I was waiting for somebody to say Poseidon Green. I want a big trophy, Zeus. Yeah. Yeah, you know, when we were at Carlisle last year, we saw a Zeus Bronze C8. I don't know if how many people on this live stream actually went to Carlisle last year, but there was a back area parking lot. I know Brink of Speed was back there. There were a couple of us walking around back there. They just had C8s just sitting out. They were some of the test mules that came down from Michigan, I think. They had Michigan plates on them. And they were just in a parking area down over the hill, and you could get up close and personal with them. They had a black one. I saw a Zeus Bronze in the light with yellow calipers. I don't know that I would choose that color, but it looked really, really good. Yep, it was under the tent. So they had a couple of them under the tent as well. And the Rapid Blue, they had a Rapid Blue one out, and that's just an amazing color. So if you guys would get a C8, what color would you get? That's another good question to throw out there. 300 Vet Car Show. Oh, nice. Awesome. C5 Z06, yeah. One of my favorite Corvettes. White, so we have a white C8. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, white's a great color because everything else is a contrasting color to white. Will C8s actually start to be transported tomorrow? All right, Horsepower Obsessed. Peter Carey wants to know, are they actually transporting C8s tomorrow? Do you have a line on that? Shadow gray. Yeah, I love shadow gray. Hadn't thought about doing that with orange accents, but that would look really good. Nice. Yeah, I think you guys saw the video of the build I did on the C8. I kind of went crazy and blew the budget on it. I didn't actually order a C8, but if I would have, it probably would have looked like that. But I was going to throw this question out to you. We have, how many folks we have on here? We have 17 people on here, 18 people right now. So I am considering, and I'm throwing this out to the group, I want to hear some input with the Grand Sport. So check it out, you guys. I'm going to flip the camera around in the Team 512 garage, and there you can see the Grand Sport and the C5 back over here. So I am considering supercharging the Grand Sport. What do you guys think about that? Putting a blower on the Grand Sport on that LT1 instead of trading it in for a Z06, because I am really freaking attached to this car. Like, just the thought of trading it in for something, even if it was a Z06, I don't know that I could do it, guys. Yeah, RPM, yep, 25K. My father-in-law said he was told by the dealership you order C8 through. Yep, okay. HPO said definitely don't trade it. Yeah, I know, man. I'm like growing attached with the car, the color scheme. It's just me. And I've been looking at Z06s, and I got to be honest with you, I found some really cool ones, but again, I'm attached. Look at these wheels, you guys. These are factory Corvette wheels down here with the red stripe on them. I know there's issues with those wheels in terms of cracking and bending. I've been pretty lucky so far, and I love all the factory options that this car had. Whoever ordered this thing originally, because I bought it with 827 miles on it, whoever ordered this thing originally, they were in my brain the day they put this order in, because I don't know that I would have done anything differently than this. So I'm thinking about putting a blower on it. You know, these LT1s, from what I understand, can handle, you know, close to about 600 rear wheel horsepower before those pistons start to let go. So I'm thinking about doing an A&A kit or a Pro Charger. Although I love the Magnuson, I just the way those things look sitting on top of the engine looks really cool. But I don't know. So feel free to I'm going to read some of these comments here, but feel free to throw out your opinions and shoot me an email if you want. Let's see, A&A kit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Because you didn't want to be walked by an auto C5. Yeah, right. I know, huh? Centrifugal with intercooler. Yep. Love the Grand Sport. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it, man. I want to supercharge it too, but would wait until the warranty is close to done. Yeah. So that's another thing. You know, do I wait for the warranty to run out, or do I just say the hell with it, put the blower on it, and have a good time? I can see it both ways. So, and I also think it would, yeah, send it. Thanks, Greg. Yeah, coming from you. Yeah, I get it. Buy a C6 and build the crap out of it. Yeah, you know, I've got a C5 and a C7. I don't have a C6. So that's an interesting idea, to bring a C6 onto the channel. That way I have, you know, 3 of the modern Corvettes. But yeah, so I'm up in the air. I think it would make great content for the channel. I would love to spend the time to put a supercharger in and show that entire build, and film the entire build for anybody in the future that wants to do it. And I just think it would be plain old fun. So let's see, practice on Matty C6 first. Yeah. I like the things I've read on the A&A kits. Yeah, A&A kits are pretty good. Street Production 303, if you guys don't subscribe to his channel, he has a pretty nasty C7 Stingray that has an A&A kit on it. And I think he's putting down close to 700 horsepower. I don't remember what the exact number is, but that thing is a beast. So the A&A kits are pretty good. Hey, Duramax Country Boy, what's up, man? Thanks for joining in. Yeah, we're just wrapping up here. We've already chosen the winner. Unfortunately, it wasn't you. But thanks for jumping in, and I may be giving away another pair of these sunglasses coming up real soon, so stay tuned for that. So Greg says you got to drive the C6 soon. I'm curious what you think of it. Okay, so Greg has a cammed C6. If you want, Greg, you can put in some of the specs down below. I think I'm going to drive it and do a video on the channel. I don't have a lot of experience with C6s, just C5s and C7s. So it'd be kind of fun to do a video with a C6, especially one that's cammed. Thinking about an A&A on the C5. Yeah. Yeah, you know, from what I understand, A&A does a really good job with customer service, and that's meaningful to me. Anywhere on the forums, when you look up A&A, and from other folks that I've talked to that have A&A kits, they just go crazy about the support that Andy and I think Josh is the other guy at A&A, you know, like weekends at 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday, you have a problem during an install. If you call the number, they actually forward it to their personal phones, and they'll help you out in the middle of the night, which to me that's unbelievable. That's awesome customer service. So that goes a long way for me. So I'm thinking about it now. A&A uses Vortec head units as opposed to the ProCharger head units. So, and then they also have some other differences with the balancer they use and some of the piping. And they also have a flange on the intercooler that acts as a scoop. So there's a couple different things that they do that are proprietary or unique to their kit, which has got me kind of leaning in that direction. Loud and rumbly, that's all I'll share. Yeah, Greg, it is loud and rumbly for sure. All right, guys, I am going to wrap this up unless anybody has anything else that we need to or that we want to talk about here. Only company I've heard of will answer on a Sunday anytime. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've heard about A&A. Methanol. You know, that's an interesting question. I've been thinking about meth. What I might do is just do this in stages. I really like the staged approach, bringing it to the dyno and seeing what kind of increases we can make. And speaking of dynos, okay, speaking of dynos, Saturday, Horsepower and Obsessed and I will be at a dyno with my Grand Sport. That's right, you guys. I'm going to put the Grand Sport on a dyno and see what a stock C7 Grand Sport will make with the AWE catless X-pipe and the AWE touring axle back. So if you guys want to throw some guesses up, I might do a video on that before I get there on Saturday morning. And I'd be interested to see what you guys think this thing will put down to their rear wheels on Saturday. So I totally spaced on that. I should have talked about that in the beginning of the video, but yeah, we're gonna be dynoing this thing. I'm pretty excited to see what it's gonna put down. Say the whole word. Which dynam? Yeah, thanks. Dynamometer. Dynam. Is that what you're talking about, Licovet? Or are you talking about meth? I'm not sure which one. Methanol? I can say that. Oh, okay. Methanol? Not dynamometer? You can't say dynamometer slow. It doesn't come out right. Yeah, you got to say the whole word. I got you. I understand. Yeah, meth and methanol, yeah, they're slightly different things. I try to stay away from the meth. Let's see. In my opinion, if you need meth tune on E85, that's topic for another day since Scott wants to get out of here. I could hang out here all night. Yeah, Walter White over here, yeah. Yeah, no, I got you. Let's see. Say dynamometer 5 times fast. What else you guys want to know? I'll show you something I did today that's going to surprise you. You guys want to see something inside the C7? I met up with Justin today, Horsepower Obsessed, and I don't know how long it took him to notice. Here, let me turn another light on. But I'll open up the door here on the C7, and you guys let me know if you notice anything here. Anything different. And Horsepower Obsessed, you can't guess right now, okay? You guys notice anything in here that I did? Is Maddie still on? Maddie, don't get mad at me. If you notice what I did in here. Red paddles. Actually, I did red paddles not too long ago. Red seatbelts I did not too long ago. Okay, Horsepower says he noticed instantly today what I did. Took the carbon off. Greg, you're right. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys remember, but Maddie's Garage and I wrapped this with carbon wrap. We did carbon wrap on the steering wheel, over here on the door. You can see there's still some carbon left on that door, and there's still some carbon left right here. But I took all the carbon off after I did a steering wheel install on Peter's Z06 yesterday, and we also did carbon center console. And seeing the real carbon fiber as compared to the wrap we did, I had to take the wrap off. I think I'd need to get some real carbon on the inside of the C7. How about the C5, you guys? Night and day, yeah. Who will you use to tune it after the install? That's a good question, Peter. I'm not sure at this point in time who I would use to do the tune. So if anybody has any local recommendations here, that would be great. Let's hop inside the C5. I haven't been in here in quite a while. You guys remember the Corbeau seats? It's kind of dark in here, I apologize. And all of the red stitching. Yeah, this car is fun. It's a good time. It's cammed with exhaust, and it gets rowdy. I actually drove, so I'll give it away today because I'm feeling generous. So today, Horsepower Obsessed and I did a couple videos. One of the videos we did was a comparison of a Porsche Boxster and a C5 Corvette convertible. So they were two-seater convertibles, and we were comparing both of the cars to see, you know, being that the Boxster was twice as much as the C5, you know, is it really worth it? If you're looking for a two-seater drop-top convertible, are you better off buying a C5 for half the price of a Porsche Boxster or not? So, fuzzy steering wheel, yeah. You're talking about inside the C7? Yeah, so the C7 actually has something called the jet black suede interior package, which was a limited run in C7 Corvettes. So 100% Corvette, yeah. C5 all day, bro. That's right. Well, you'll have to watch the video. I will say the Boxster sitting still was not the most exciting car. But when I got it out on the road, I got to be honest with you, it really surprised me. I mean, the thing freaking handled really well. It had great brakes. It was a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, well, you'll just have to watch the video. Second gen Viper. Yeah, man, I would love to. I'd love to have a second gen Viper too. Yeah, that's like one of my dream cars. So we need to build a bigger Team 512 garage is what we have to do. Because we need room for a Viper, we need a C6 Z06. Yep, that would be great to put in here too. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. What else? One of the nicest C5s I've ever seen. Are you talking about the one we drove today or the one sitting over here in my garage? I think you're talking about the FRC over here. It's a fun car. Yeah, I love that car. That was a good purchase. So what happened? A deer killed your C5, so you got a base C6 in white with an LS3. Nice, man. Congratulations. That's awesome. I hope everybody was okay and nobody got hurt, man. But congrats on the new one. No, yours. Okay, that's what I thought you were saying. I just wanted to double check, though. Let's see, what else, you guys? I got to save some stuff for the next live stream. So I think one thing I'm going to try to do, I can't promise that it's going to be like an every Sunday evening thing that we do here on the channel, but I might do a Sunday evening live stream with some Corvette trivia just to kind of get things going, and then we can chat about some other stuff. Thanks, everything was good, no injuries. Great, that's good to hear, man. I'm really glad to hear that. Cool. You want to have fun in a two-seat drop top? Try an Austin Healey Sprite. Sounds like a good time to me. I saw the install on the front splitter from Extreme Online. Did it come with the red trim? It did not. No. So in fact, the red trim is just red pinstriping tape that I bought off of Amazon, and I did another video on that recently. So if you check out the videos on the channel, you'll be able to see the install on the red pinstriping. Hey, Great Scott. Hey, what's up, buddy? Look who's here. JT's here. Longbeard, save the C5. That's right. Oh yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining, JT, man. Did you just wake up from a nap, buddy? Cars Guys, if you don't know, Cars Guys is on right now. If you don't sub his channel, head over to Cars Guys channel. Of course, after this video, he has a blue C7 Z06 nicknamed Zeus, not to be confused with Zeus Bronze from the earlier question. Great Caesar's Ghost, JT is here. Had to replace my front air dam, hit a flying 2x4 on the highway. Oh my gosh, that's a bummer. What is that? I can't see in your picture. What kind of vet was that? Did you have a C7? First day out of storage. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, those things aren't cheap either. That's the thing. So you can get more expensive front splitters. I'll just throw this out here. I bought the Extreme Online store one because I look at a front splitter, as a consumable, almost like brakes and like tires. I don't know if that's the right way to look at it, but that's kind of how I see it. Inevitably, I'm gonna scrape that thing up, rip it up. It's gonna get damaged, and you know, instead of spending a lot of money for a factory one or one from someone else, I decided to go the less expensive route. I think it looks pretty good, and if something happens to it, I'm not as heartbroken as I would be if I would have bought a more expensive one. So that's just my take on it. To me, it's a consumable, but you know. How do I like the Corbeaus? Oh my gosh, I love the Corbeaus in the C5, and I've said this before, it's the best upgrade that car has ever had. I love the fact that it's got a cam, I love the headers, I love how it sounds, but nothing has been as good as those Corbeaus. Just having seats that hold you in, that have that level of bolstering, gives you a connection to what the back tires are doing when you're driving the car. So you can really feel what the car's doing underneath you. And I really felt that today when I drove that C5 convertible with Horsepower Obsessed when we did that video today. Those stock seats, I forgot how squishy and slippery they are. I was like hanging on to the steering wheel for dear life so I wouldn't, you know, fly out of the car. So having seats that are more well bolstered, that aren't as like cushiony and slippery, has done wonders for that car, and it makes it feel like just a big go-kart on the road. You can really start to feel when the back end starts to let go a little bit. You can rein it in just a hair sooner, so you get yourself out of trouble quicker. So I will say that if you're on the fence with those seats, I have no problem recommending them. And the fact that they bolt in with no issues, I have 3 different videos on my channel, from the unboxing to the install to a full review of those seats. So if you guys want to see more information on them, you know, you can watch those videos on the channel. That has been the single greatest upgrade to my C5, and I would absolutely recommend them for sure. Longbeard, I don't know why this popped up, but I've been looking for a Corvette channel. Awesome, well, welcome, man. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, so we do a lot of C7 and C5 content on the Team 512 channel. And there's a couple other Corvette guys that are on here. Yellow Vet 04, Cars Guys, Horsepower Obsessed, Maddie's Garage. Anyone have the wheels on their skid plate to stop from scraping? I do not, but I'd be interested if anybody on here has it. Lego D17, great show tonight. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining us on the live stream. This is my first live stream, and it's been a great time so far. We picked the winner for the Oakleys already, and like I said, I might be giving away another pair. That was a really good giveaway, and they are awesome, awesome sunglasses. So thank you to everybody that joined in on the live stream, and thank you especially to any new subscribers that jumped on. I really appreciate it. I might do some live streams. Try to do it very somewhat regularly on Sundays, maybe. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And we'll get another look at the Team 512 garage here for anybody that just joined us. There is the C7 Grand Sport right here. And of course, the C5 is tucked away back there in the corner. And I don't want to get too close to the C5 because you guys are going to whoop me pretty bad. It's dirty. It needs a good cleaning. You don't want to see what it looks like up close. So I don't want to trigger anybody with a dirty Corvette. I will say it's been in the rain and it didn't melt. So for anybody that's on the fence about bringing their car out in the rain, I can tell you right now, well, at least mine never melted. So let's see what else we have here. I installed them. They work good. I'm impressed. Cool, Longbeard. So you've got wheels on the skid plate to stop from scraping. Is that on a C7? Comment. Let everyone know. And if you have a link or a name of the company, if you guys want to see what he put on his car, we'll have him share that here. Yeah, see, Gary's got the comp seats in his C7, man. I would love to have the comp seats in my Grand Sport. I know they make a conversion for the back, the seat backs. So if you have the standard seats, I think they call them the GT seats maybe. You can swap the back out with the competition seat backs and retain the bottom of the seat. So I'm considering that, doing that upgrade at some point down the road, but I'm honestly thinking that the supercharger might be first before the seats, because I think that upgrade's pretty expensive. But I have sat in the competition seats. I met a guy with an Admiral Blue C7 that had the comp seats in them, and I loved them. Man, they were awesome. That's the one option that this car didn't come with. When you look at the factory sticker, and I'll do a video on the factory sticker one of these days so you guys can see. This Grand Sport stickered at $82,000. It's a 3LT with the jet black suede interior package, and basically every option was checked except for those comp seats. I really wish the comp seats were in the car, but you know, you can't have everything, I guess. So, and like you guys know, I bought the car used. It's a 2017. I bought it used last year with 827 miles on it, and it's got just over 5,000 miles now. So I've been driving the crap out of this thing since I got it. Yeah, I mean, all winter long I've been driving. As long as the roads are relatively dry and there's not salt all over the place, I'll take it out and drive it. For you folks that garage your Corvettes all winter, I don't know how you do it. I would go absolutely mad on a decent winter day not being able to drive my car. So I don't know, I'm literally addicted to driving both of those cars. So any chance I can get, I get in them, even when it's cold. And the tires aren't the best, as you guys know. These Michelins don't do really well when it's cold. You just got to go easy. But I just got to drive the car. I could never let it sit in the garage. Maybe I could get in it and make like car noises and pretend to shift gears, you know, if there's too much snow. Which tires? I have the Super Sports. So I do not have the Sport Cup 2s on this car. Here, you guys can see it again. These are the Michelin Super Sports. I was thinking about putting the Cup 2s on when these go. I'm not sure. I'm on the fence. I mean, these have been great tires. I don't know what I could complain about on here. I might change my mind if we're putting some more horsepower down to those rear wheels. You know, if we end up putting a blower on this car, I might get some stickier tires. That might make more sense. Let's see, Me Too. They say not to drive them when the temp is below 40. Yep, that's what I've heard too, but I've driven them, you know, when it's been, you know, 30 degrees out. And honestly, it hasn't been too bad. I mean, you just got to be light on the accelerator. I haven't had much problem with them. Let's see. It's torture, bro. Yeah, I know. It's total torture. When you have one of 300, you keep it stored in the winter. Yeah, it's a good point. Yep, absolutely. Let's see. How much would a 2003 C5 with 80,000 miles go for? I met a guy that wants to sell it to me because he likes my C6. An 03 C5 with 80,000 miles on it. Well, let's see. That's, I know what I paid for mine. I had so mine had 70,000 miles when I bought it. It's a 99 fixed roof coupe. And I ended up paying $12,000 for it. So I don't know if that helps you out, but I would say depending on if it's stock, if there's any mods, what type of shape it's in, if the paint is in good shape. I'll show you something real quick, guys. I don't know if you saw this video. It was one of my earlier videos. I actually replaced this on both sides of the car. See this right here, you guys? This molding right here, $220 for one side. So yeah, I spent about 450 bucks replacing this on the fixed roof coupe. Both sides, when I first got the car, were cracked. And I knew they were cracked when I bought the car, but I did not realize how expensive this piece was. So if you're buying a used C5, and I didn't tell you guys this, but I have a video coming up where I get my C5 up on the Max Jacks lift here, and I go over some things that you need to look at if you're planning on buying a C5. And one of the things I can absolutely tell you that any of this trim, any of this molding, if you open up the door here, this weather stripping is incredibly expensive, you guys. So if you're looking at buying a used C5, you have to pay attention to some of these smaller bits and pieces because you can run up a bill really, really fast trying to repair some of these things that you wouldn't think would be very costly, but they are, you know. So those trim pieces here are expensive. These sweeps, these felt sweeps here, these are not expensive. So if these are chewed up and you're looking at one, it's about 100 bucks for the pair. Like I said, this is about $220 on the Z06 and the fixed roof coupe. This is one continuous piece that runs the length of the car here. Now the ones with target tops obviously are a little less expensive because there's a natural break right in this area here for the target top itself. So just be mindful when you're looking at a used C5 that there are some small things that could be more expensive than what you might expect them to be. I was shocked when honestly, when I priced out that molding there. So let's see some comments here. The Cup 2s are like ice skates in cold weather. Yeah, I've heard that, definitely. Let's see. Longbeard says around. Was that the comment on my price? I don't remember what that was for. I paid $12,000 for a 99 fixed roof coupe with about 70,000 miles on it. And then I proceeded to spend a lot more money than that. I had the transmission rebuilt and I put a new clutch in it. And well, there's a list of stuff that I've done to that car. We'll go over that in another video. So just make sure you look over the car, and within the next, I'm gonna say 2 weeks or so, I'm gonna have that video out where I go over the entire C5 and some of these things to look for before you buy one, some things that can be really, really expensive, particularly as they relate to the driveline, because you guys are probably already familiar with this. If you're doing any work to the driveline, there's any leaks, needs a clutch, torque tube bearings, which I replaced in the C5, the torque tube couplings, which I replaced in the C5, can get really expensive because of the labor to drop that rear subframe out. And that's why I really want to do the C5 clutch video here in the Team 512 garage, because I want to show you guys how to do the clutch in this car. And I want to dispel any myths and also give anyone that's on the fence about maybe doing a clutch in their C5 a little bit more confidence, right? So I want to go through and show that process to you guys. I'm just grabbing my couplers now. If you guys have never seen what torque tube couplers look like, here is a set right here. And I'll show you, these are the ones that came out of my C5. Sorry for being out of frame there. So these were the factory GM couplers that came out of my C5 Corvette when I put the rebuilt transmission and did the clutch. They weren't in terrible shape. I'm trying to find, if you guys can see, right around the opening there. Can you guys see there's some cracks forming? Most every one of these had cracks in them, and this one was actually worse. See this one here? Yeah, you guys can definitely see that. So this is what happens. They start to crack around here. These are about $150-ish a piece, right? So they're not cheap. Let's see. They're also known as biscuits or guibos. You might hear that term too. They're also known as guibos. And these factory ones were made in Germany. You guys can see that. So I replaced both of these, and I also replaced the torque tube bearings as well. I figured it was good to just do everything once I had it all out. And I had a machine shop, a local machine shop, press off the old bearings and press on the new bearings for me. And yeah, and I had the transmission rebuilt at RKT Performance down in Maryland. And I drove down the Sunday before Christmas, 2 Christmases ago. I called him up the week prior, and he said, can you get down here on Sunday before Christmas? I'll rebuild the whole thing for you, and you can take it home with you. So I drove down there in the morning, brought the transmission with me. He pulled it apart. I wish I could show you pictures on this live stream. I probably can. I just don't want to mess anything up. But he pulled that entire transmission apart in probably 25 minutes, showed me everything that was wrong with it, and I left for most of the day. I came back at about 4 p.m. He had everything buttoned up, cleaned up, ready to go. I brought it home the next day, put it in the car with the new Monster Level 2 clutch, and the car has been just ridiculous ever since. It's been great. So Longbeard says, oh, this is an East Coast channel. Yes, yep, I'm in the Northeast where it's a little chilly out still, but all right, let me catch up on some of the comments here. Let's see. I gave $7,900 for my 01 100% stock, 76,000 miles, but it is auto. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, I might have paid too much for my fixed roof coupe. I'll admit that. I have no problems admitting that when I saw that thing and I drove it, I was really excited. So whatever, it happens sometimes. Let's see. About 15 to 18, look on Car Gurus. Yeah. I mean, I would say the average price for a really decent C5, later C5, 02, 03, 04, you're going to pay somewhere around $15,000 for it. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on the condition, for sure. And FRCs are not easy to find. Yeah, I know. I guess I got lucky. I don't know. I saw this thing, and I'm just enamored by the fixed roof coupe. What it stood for at GM, the idea that this thing was nicknamed Billy Bob, that it was really supposed to be the stripped down, every man's Corvette. How can we move more units? Because remember, that was a point in time where Corvette sales were really sagging. We had the C4 for a lot of years, and there were some innovative things that were being done. But by the time we got to the C5, Corvette sales weren't the strongest, so they were trying to appeal to a greater market, and that's where they came up with this fixed roof coupe idea. What if we bolt and bond this roof to one of our convertibles? It's less expensive than producing a target top, and the interior will just strip down. There's not going to be a lot of bells and whistles, and we'll try to get it sold for a less expensive price. And the executives at GM they weren't having it. So I said this earlier. They beefed up the suspension. They put a power steering cooler in it and kind of marketed it as their track focused C5 in '99. And they sold let's see, they sold about 4,000 of them in 99 and then about another 2,000 in the year 2000. So they were only 2 years. And of course, you guys know in 2001, it became the Z06. So I love the lineage. I think it's fun owning, you know, that first, first Z06. It's not a Z06, I get it, guys, but you know, it's kind of the predecessor to what became the Z06. So it's interesting. So let's see, I paid 17 grand for my '04 with 110,000 miles. Was that stock or was there anything done with it at that point? I'd be willing to, or I'd be interested to know. Let's see. That's the beauty of the internet, though, brother. It allows you to build a social network across the country. That's right. I think 12K for an FRC is a steal, brother. I'd jump on that. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Definitely. I paid 20 for my C6 with 60,000 miles, and it was slammed with Lambo doors. Maybe the prices are different in Cali. Oh, where you at? Where you at in Cali? I lived out there for 9 years, man. I was up north, though. Stock, okay. St. Louis, Missouri price. But you've had that car for a little while, haven't you? I think so. I got mine for 22 with 30 on the clock. Yeah. That was Greg that said that. Yeah, so we're going to be driving Greg's Cam C6 on the channel here when the weather gets a little nicer and I can get some more heat in those tires, because I have a feeling I'm going to need it with that car. Yeah, a little over a year. Cool. Awesome. So what else do you guys want to talk about? We talked about Guibos, we talked about tires, we've talked about supercharging the C7. We covered a lot of ground tonight. We gave away a pair of sunglasses. I'm from the Bay, but now outside Bakersfield. Okay, very cool. Yeah, you've got a good advantage on weather out there, man. That was one thing I certainly miss. Yeah, I was out in the San Francisco Bay Area myself, so definitely miss the weather, especially this time of the year. I can't wait for spring so that we can do more Corvette stuff. And speaking of more Corvette stuff, again, if you guys are around April 4th, please come out to Jimmy's American Grill in Bordentown, New Jersey, and hang out with Yellow Vet 04, Horsepower Obsessed, Cars Guys, Maddie's Garage. We're all going to be there. We're looking to have over 100 Corvettes this time. So last time there was 80 back in October, and our goal for this year was 100. And I think we're going to do 100. Let's see. I'm from the Bay Area. What's a good aftermarket steering wheel? So Carbon-tastic makes a really good aftermarket steering wheel if you're looking for something that's, you know, carbon and more stylish. In terms of like a race wheel, I wouldn't be the right guy to ask steering wheel wise. So I guess it depends on what you're trying to do with the car. If you're doing it for looks or not. Is Street Speed 717 coming? I don't know. That's a good question. So I didn't want to say anything because I don't know for sure whether he's going to be there or not. So we'll just have to wait and see if he makes an appearance. At which point does a street car become a track-only car? No carbon, I want white. Who wants to throw out an answer for that? At the point where it no longer passes a safety inspection on the road, I would think. I love you, bearded baby. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's the nicest thing anybody said to me all day. And I was hanging out with Horsepower Obsessed all day, and he did not give me a comment half as nice as that. So I appreciate that, Steve. Thank you. When you have the money for it to be, that's a clever answer. I like that. That's a good one. Yeah, you know, I've considered doing some more track-focused mods to the C5, but honestly, I just don't want to ruin the drivability on the street. So, you know, I'm going to keep it as streetable as possible. You know, you get something a little too track focused and you can rattle the fillings out of your teeth when you're hitting some potholes. And here in this state, there are some potholes that you could climb out of. Wait till you see what I said about your car. Needs more loud. If you're talking about the C5, I think you're right. When I first bought the C5, it had Billy Boat bullets along with a catless X-pipe and the Texas Speed long tube headers, and it was freaking loud. In fact, that's the same exhaust setup Yellow Vet 04 has on his Yellow Vet now, and I remember that sound dearly. It was really, really loud. In fact, when my wife drove with me, she put earplugs in because she couldn't stand the drone, and it droned quite a bit, but man, it sounded like a freaking beast. Let's see. No muffs. Yeah, go deaf with me. Yeah, Greg, your car's pretty loud. I seem to remember us trying to push your car up my driveway one night so that you could start it out on the road, but we didn't get very far. And you had to start it up, and it was pretty late. I think you woke up the neighborhood, but hey, what are you gonna do? Let's see. Love the bullets. The bullets are cool, man. I'll tell you, they sound good. It's tough for long trips with the bullets. And being behind the bullets is tough too. Having a tough time finding those yellow seatbelts for Zeus. Any ideas? Hey, Yellow Vet 04. So JT is looking for yellow seatbelts for his Z06. Can you chime in there and let him know where you're getting your yellow seatbelts from? Because I know, am I supposed to say that? Or was that supposed to be a surprise for the channel? I apologize, but we have a fellow Corvette owner that needs a hand, and I think you can give him a hand. Safety restore. And you said the turnaround time is pretty quick with those guys, right? So you can either order C7 seatbelts, JT, and then send them to the safety restore to have them put new webbing on, new seatbelt webbing in whatever color you want, and then they'll send them back to you, or you can remove your factory seatbelts and send them out to them. And let me see, what is the turnaround time? 24 hours with ground shipping. Okay, so there you go, JT. You might want to connect with Yellow Vet 04 and or reach out to Safety Restore. I think Peter Carey, I don't know if Peter Carey's still on here. Yeah, there you go. Peter Carey is getting seatbelts. If you, JT, watch Maddie's one of Maddie's last videos when he's at Ray's place getting his oil pan bolts torqued back down. You can see PC's car there, which looks phenomenal. PC, great job with the car, man. It looks awesome. I can't wait to see it on the 4th. But I know PC had a couple samples of different colored seatbelts. You can see them in the video, in Maddie's video. And Safety Restore is going to hook them up. So cool. Justin, we were talking about putting a clutch in a C5. So Justin just joined us. I got something in my tooth. We are thinking about doing a C clutch in his car so that so you guys can see what that looks like. That's the video. That's the video that I always wanted to make and wish I would have. So I'm gonna have redemption one of these days. So. I just ordered a radar detector today, you guys. So maybe in the next live stream, I can show you that radar detector. And in fact, maybe we will do a live stream next weekend. I'm gonna be hanging out with Horsepower Obsessed again next weekend. So maybe we'll do a live stream combined and we'll talk about some things. But yeah, I just ordered a radar detector. So hopefully that'll be in the next couple days. So Justin says parts are ordered. Not you, Justin, Horsepower Obsessed, the other Justin. He ordered parts. We're going to be doing a clutch on his car right here in the Team 512 garage, and I'm finally going to get to make the video that I've always wanted to make, a clutch in the C5. So you guys can see exactly what's involved with doing that. No, I got the Uniden R3, not the R7. Yeah, so I'll be driving out to see Horsepower Obsessed, like I said, next weekend, and I just want to make sure I have a little bit of extra insurance when I'm on the freeway. So I picked up the R3. I've heard a lot of good things about the R3. I also bought the kit to tap it into the rear view mirror, and I'm going to order a blend mount for it. So I'm going to do a video. There's a couple videos already on mounting the well, not necessarily the unit in R3, but a radar detector in the C7. But I'm gonna do my own version of it for you guys. In advance, I can't thank you enough. Well, you're welcome. We're not done yet, but you're welcome, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great job. It's gonna take me some time, but we'll see what happens. Valentine 1 is my favorite. I heard some really good things about the Valentine 1. It's a great radar detector as well. I went with the unit in, so we'll see if it saves my hide. So just subscribe. Thanks, Longbeard. Appreciate it, man. So you're going to be entered, or you can enter for the next giveaway when we give away another pair of these sunglasses. Aftermarket head units with nav. Let's see, Scott. For those of us old vets. Yeah, that would be a good topic. I thought about doing one of those to the C5, but I actually put a new replacement center console in, which is expensive, and I didn't buy a double DIN one, so I don't want to go buy another one and put another stereo in. So let's see. That one is great as well. Yeah, I watched a video. Thanks, Brink of Speed. I watched a video today. This R3 was detecting radar from like a mile away, which to me is plenty of time to slow down, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a mile would be fine. Let's see. Nothing helps when they tag you with laser. So Bill says nothing helps when they tag you with laser. I don't know if anybody has any experience with a radar detector against laser. This Uniden says that it can detect laser, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with radar detectors, so we'll see. And Greg is thinking about doing a radio delete because you can't hear the damn thing anyway. Yeah, that's true. And I can't hear my radio when I'm driving around Greg either, so. Vortex is the man with the radar. Yeah, I was watching his channel this morning. Yep. You know what's funny? I was watching. I was reading Amazon reviews on the Uniden R3, and I was cracking up laughing because you know how on Amazon you can ask a question and people can answer the question. Somebody asked a question about, I'm driving behind a cop and my radar detector is not going off, and somebody answered it, something about like a radar detector doesn't detect cops, it detects radar. I just thought that was funny that somebody bought this thing. I don't know if it was an honest question, but thinking that it was going to detect police officers around them. I don't know. If you can come up with a device that'll do that, yeah, you can pretty much buy any Corvette you'd want, I guess. Ask Damon from DDE about laser. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can weigh in on that one. Let's see. So are we dropping people out? We're holding steady with 20 people on the live stream. This is awesome, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna have to wrap this one up for it's bedtime. Some of us have to get up tomorrow and work so that we can come home and then film videos and edit videos. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Work, come home, and edit yesterday's video with the carbon fiber steering wheel install on a C7 Z06, as well as the carbon fiber center console. I did all that yesterday on a C7 Z06, and it turned out awesome. So I haven't even started editing that video. My typical videos take about 4 to 6 hours to edit, depending on how many cameras I used and exactly what the video is about. So I'm gonna try to get that one started tomorrow, finished up on Tuesday, so I can roll that live on Wednesday. And then today's video with Horsepower Obsessed, I want to try to get out either Friday or Saturday. Hopefully Friday, because I think Horsepower Obsessed and I might do a live stream on Saturday evening or Saturday night. So Waze is great to pair with radar. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. That's exactly what I'm hoping to do. Waze and the radar, and see if I get good coverage there. Nice job, great Scott. Thank you, JT, as always. Appreciate it. Good night. Good night, Lee Corvette. See you on the next one, definitely, buddy. Early bird gets the worm. Great job tonight, Scott. I'm sure I'll see you at CNC soon. Yep, I'll be back at Cars and Coffee in 2 weeks. All right, guys, have a great night. Be safe out there. I look forward to hearing from all of you soon. Again, remember, this just isn't my channel. This is your channel too. So feel free to leave comments, to send me emails with any ideas, any things you guys would want to see on the channel. I'd be happy to try to make happen. And April 4th at Jimmy's, American Grill in Bordentown. I look forward to seeing some of you there. I would love to meet you all. And yeah, I look forward to the next live stream. So take care, you guys. I will see you soon. Bye. Once I figure out how to shut this off.